This conference will now be recorded.
Hello and welcome to Learning Outcome 4, where we're going to be able to recommend innovative computing solutions. So from our indicative content today, we're going to analyze how to keep up to date with new computing solutions. And then we're going to look into how to create a business proposal for an innovating changing in our computing systems. So, as I said before, what we need to take in considerations when we want to keep up to date with the new technologies that are introduced into our business. We always have to take consideration of the security process, what could be the leaks that might occur in our system where cyber black hat hackers can infiltrate and execute some penetrations. Then we're going to look into cost efficiency of what would cost by introducing these new machineries and these new technologies. Also looking into when we replace them, what is going to happen to the previous one, where we need to understand that this machinery could be still good and sold in the market. Then we have to look into the new resources. So there'll be numerous of new devices and machineries and software that are coming out every year. So we need to be really, how do we say it? We have to be like diligent on choosing the most suitable and not changing them every single year. And also we have to consider the bad aspect of introducing these new devices, which could be caused by the downtime and failures. So whenever we purchase new machineries, it's not always guaranteed that you'll be super efficient. So we might face having some issues with this device, with these machineries, and therefore we have to go into troubleshoot, or we might not be productive as much as we expect due to the problem with the machineries. So a couple of ways for us to keep our organization up to date with what are the new trends and what are the new technologies, the emerging technologies, could be following up with tech news. So nowadays, there's a lot of YouTube channels, not just newspaper, but there's a lot of channel where we can follow these channels and stay up to with what are the new emerging technologies and how they work and how profitable they're going to be. Also, there's latest research reports. So we do have researchers and scientists which they always work into understanding how new technologies are going to work. No, and as mentioned before, we need to know what are the new trending and open source community. So nowadays, as developers, we might share or clone repositories from platforms such as GitHub, and also there's other websites such as Stack Overflow, where everyone is just pick the problem and people from the community might come up with the idea just to troubleshoot and help. But nowadays there's also even through social media we can have this community, these groups, where all these developers come together and put all the knowledge together to help each other. And as mentioned even before, social media has become, I would say, one of the biggest way of communication, where we can see that Twitter has been the most used by developers, where they follow each other and they share the tweets, and they can be retweeted by other people, and this is all public information. So now we're coming into to create our business proposal for innovative change in computing. So when it comes to creating a proposal, we need to follow an appropriate landscape map. So this roadmap will take us from the initial point into the strategy, the architecture where we'll follow, the routine, and then we'll come to the end product. So as we can see, he says, when creating an innovation strategy, companies have a choice about how much to focus on technology innovation and how much to invest in business model innovation. So from these metrics, which consider how the potential innovation fits within the company business model and technology capability can assist the decisions. So we can see in this metric, so we have 4 blocks where the first we going to look into the disruptive features. Then we have architectural, routine, and the radical. So depending on how we're going to implement this technology, we're going to look into these components. So for this disruptive, we're going to check if the open source software is suitable for the company. Then also video on demand and a ride sharing service. While when it comes into the architecture, we need to understand if it's going to contain internet search, and the internet search can be done through newspaper, newsletters, blogs, and many other digital platforms. While for routine, we have a next generation 3 series, where I could give an example of some big companies such as BMW. And then for radical, we're going to look into what is a biotechnology and how in the pharmaceutical companies they introduce new technology. Also, now we're going to look into some key factors when we consider our proposal. So some of these key factors could be simplify the architecture. So we try to have a quite easier and understandable structure, designed for flexibility and speed, plot the journey before starting, investing in resources that make the change stick. So all these key factors has to they have to be taken in consideration by the IT managers, where each of these components might have positive aspect but also negative. So therefore, it's really important to analyze them in each single process. So as we mentioned before, this is the explanation for all of them. So the starting one is put the customer first. So as a company, as vendors, we always need to take consideration of our end users and what are their own requirements. So as everyone knows, the customer is always right, and what we have to make sure is that we do deliver an efficient product. As mentioned also before, we need to simplify our architecture. So by doing so, we're going through a standardization of software code and integration of standards that enables the system to interact more fully without requiring a bespoke design. So therefore, by doing so, we definitely customize in a more simplified way our service. So tools such as application APIs allows companies to develop interoperable components that fit together in standard ways and interactive seamlessly. Also, we have to consider a design to be for flexibility and speed. So modern organizations have constant need to adapt within an ever-challenging environment, which will be requiring continuous innovation in products, service, and practice. So these three attributes are really important, where we can definitely see that by having a speed, we increase our efficiency and reduce our timing of implementation. And also we're going to look into the engage with the workforce and culture. So as you can see, IT modernization is often seen solely as the matter of changing technology, but changing technologies sustain themselves only if people accept and embrace them. So as we said, a new technology might even die if this is not being valued and acknowledged by the community. So as we said, it has to be something that has to be 50-50. So another key factor is the adoption of a service mindset. So therefore, we need to look into how we're going to be working with this new technology and how quickly we can adapt and gain more confidence and skills when using this new innovative change. So as the definition says, a modern approach treats technology as a set of services that a company can consume and integrate as needed without necessity owning the system at all. So therefore, companies can then select and combine service from a range of best-in-class providers within an overall framework that suits an organization's unique needs. Also, we need to consider how we're going to manage the journey before starting. So we always need to estimate. We always need to roughly give an estimation of how easy is going to be the roadmap while implementing this new change and then using it during the process. So we can see, for example, we might introduce cloud-based capabilities early, so they can be used for other innovation initiatives. Or you might need to modernize some legacy system as prerequisites for improving time to market for product launches. And also we need to organize by capability. So your organization must distinctive capabilities are the combination of systems, process, and function that deliver value in the way that no other companies can match. So therefore, we need to produce a unique product which make us outstand from the traditional market. Also, we have to be agile and user-centric. Therefore, that means our new system is going to check all our components in each single stage, and the main target is to focus on the end product and what are the main requirements from our customers. And also, we have to be able to invest in resources that can make change stick. So we need to be able to visualize what are going to be tangible changes that might impact our organization and therefore bring more profitable income into the business. Also, we need to check what are the partner based on share values and trust. So when selecting long-term partners, invest in special due diligence in exceeds of your standard evaluation criteria. So therefore, our goal is to find companies that can deliver mutual benefits with which we can develop a working relationship that involves mutual communities and creative collaboration as well as the fair deal. So when it comes to working in partnership with other companies, we always need to look into our benefits and what could be their own benefits, and then create mutual trust and establish a long-term collaborations. So as you can see, we can also from this image understand what are going to be the total cost of a possible ownership, where you have to consider the disposal cost, purchase price, associated costs, acquisition cost, cost ownership, maintenance cost, the usage, and non-quality cost. So this is everything for today. Is there any question for me?
No, Victor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.